This week is John Mayer. It is. And we are covering Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. We'll look at the entire solo because it's pretty short, to be honest. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. It is not easy to play. And with John Mayer's playing, you get so much sort of soulful feeling, phrasing that you can't touch, really. He's just absolutely phenomenal. But we can certainly give it a go, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do today. Now, if you do like this lesson, please do give it that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit that bell button alongside that for all the future notifications as well. The tab for this is on my website, dansguitar.com. It's all free on there, so please go and visit that, and there'll be the lick by lick breakdown on that PDF as well. And what else? Patreon. If you've not signed up or had a look at my Patreon page, please head over to there, and you'll find jamming tracks, loads of jamming tracks, and lessons that you won't find anywhere else apart from on Patreon. Now that is it. That's all I've got to say. Enough waffle. Let's get on with the breakdown, and then I'll see you at the end just to sign it all off. For the breakdown, basically I'm just going to run through this as one complete thing. Just because it's only, how many bars we got? Sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 bars. There you go. That's it. That's all you get this week. Simple as. So you start with the 9/12 hammer on that second string, and then you're going to play the 14 with a full tone bend. Let it up and let it down. So it'll bring it down. Bit of vibrato on the end of that. Keep it subtle, keep it nice and fluid, and that's where your kind of flavour is going to come into that. Then you end up on the third string, 13th fret, this time with a tone and a half bend. So from that A flat note, you're going up to the B. So and that's going to be a bend up. Let that down again with vibrato on the end of that if you can, just to add that flavour. So like that. Then we end up with the 11th fret, same string. So this is the third string, where you're going to bend it up, let it down, and then without picking it again, bend it up, let it down. So you get, then you pull off to the 9th fret from that 11th. So this is all in the key of C minor, right? So you're using C minor pentatonic and nothing more at the moment. And then sliding into shape 2 of those pentatonics with that third finger onto the 13th fret, was what I should have said, with vibrato at the end of that as well. So that section, you've got, so you're going to pick the 11 to slide to the 13. That's quite important, just to give it the life that it needs to move into that. Then you're into kind of like the main bulk of this lick on the end of bar 2 into bar 3, and that leads you from the 9 again onto the 12 on that second string, but this time pick it and then to the 9 on the first string. So it's using shape 1 of the pentatonics, and then you're bringing in the 12th fret. Now actually, before we go to that, something which I've noticed on a lot of people's tabs of this is they're not putting in a blues curl on that 12th fret, and I hear that being played. So you're kind of bringing in a slight blues curl, and almost bend, as it were, on the 12th fret second string. So that's I'll indicate it on my tab anyway. But you've got your 9, the 12, with a slight bend on that before you go to the 9 on the first string. Then that leads you into bar 3 of your solo, which gives you the 12th fret with a blues curl again, and then 9 and 9s, first string, second string. So you roll those back onto each other, and you do that twice, pretty much like that. It's all about the phrasing. So if you want to get this dead right, just try and listen to John Mayer's version, obviously not mine because I don't get it dead right. And you'll hopefully hear where the placement of notes are, so you can get that phrasing almost spot on. And then after you've done that twice, you go back to the 12th fret on that first string, bend it up, full tone bend, which is going to be quite difficult anyway on that first string, without hearing it come back down. So don't let it back down, just bring it back to the 12th fret. with vibrato. Pick that with vibrato. This part of the lick, you have the 9 first string, 12 9 second string, and then a bend up of your 11th fret on that 3rd string. Now as you come down with this to pull off from the 11 to the 9, you want to do an up strike, almost rake the strings in the opposite way. So you end up with basically that. Okay, so with the rake, you rake to the 11th fret, pull off to the 9, 11 on the 4th string, back to the 11, then the 9, and then you go back to the 11 on that 3rd string with vibrato, and then a quick pull off to the 9th fret on the same string, obviously, and then it's the 11 on the 4th. That's quite a weird phrase, that one. So, sorry. Should be something like that anyway. And then you end up with just a double stop slide back and forth. Now if your strings are sticky, you're going to find this quite tricky. That's poetry. And if you've got new strings on, you'll be alright, or get some of this stuff actually. Not that I'm sponsored by them, but I use this quite a lot. So fast fret, it works quite well. So there you go. And with this one, I'm using fingers 1 and 3, and that's basically the 11th fret and 12th fret. So 11 on the 3rd, 12 on the 2nd. Slide that up a tone, and it's an on the beat slide initially, up to the 13 and 14. So you're keeping the same shape, just sliding both up a tone. Come back on yourself. Go back up to the 14, 13, and then back on yourself again to finish. So something along the lines of that. And that's your solo. It's relatively straightforward. It's just the phrasing of it which you're going to find tricky. So I'll leave you with that and see how well you do with it, and I shall speak to you right now. There you go. So back at the end once more. So this week's Lick Friday, I think they've moved on a little bit now from being a Lick Friday, but in a sense it's a solo dissection, right? So you have the John Mayer solo, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. Take out of it what you can. It's not the easiest of solos to play in the sense of when you're trying to phrase it correctly or phrase it the same way as John Mayer would. But it's also not the hardest solo because there's not a lot to it. It is such a simple solo in theory as far as the notes you're using. Sorry, excuse me by the way. But it's the phrasing, it's the touch, and it's a couple of things like the bend where you're bending up and then raking into the letdown of the bend. So there's a few little nuances which are going to absolutely throw you off, putting that bluntly. So there you are. That's all I need to say. Apart from, please do like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, visit all the socials as well. If you haven't already seen all that, then please go along and find it because it's well worth it. And the tab, as always, is free on my website if you want a guitar profile, which will be on there soon. It's on my Patreon page. Excuse that noise on the roof. A couple of pigeons having a little scrap. It's crazy. Anyway, I shall see you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.